Hello everybody. In this video we are going to learn that a circular current carrying loop behaves as a magnetic dipole. Now here I have shown that there is a circular coil and it is like this. The circular coil is like this and this is the axis of the coil which has been shown by the marker, and we have already done this derivation in our previous videos, that the magnetic field at any point on the axis of the circular coil is given by this expression: mu naught I r square upon 2 x square plus r square within brackets raised to the power 3 by 2. And here r is the radius of the coil, x is the distance of the point where we are measuring the magnetic field from the center of the coil, and the expression is this, as you can see over here. But if we consider that the point where we are trying to find the magnetic field is very far off, that is x is much greater than the radius of the coil, then here if we take x to be much greater than the radius of the coil, then r can be ignored in the denominator. We will be ignoring it in the denominator only because here we are taking sum of two things. So when we are taking sum and one quantity is very small, then it can be ignored. But here it is in the product. So products are never ignored, because for example, if there is a quantity 2 for example, and you are multiplying it by 0.0001, so the answer will be very small. It will be 0.0002. So in product, if you will not take this value, the answer will vary. But in the denominator, when it is in the summation and when we are adding or subtracting it, then it can be ignored. So one thing is this. Hence, you have magnetic field at a very far off point will be given by the expression mu naught I r square divided by 2. You have ignored it. And x square to the power 3 by 2 will make it x cube. So you get upon 2x cube. Now multiplying and dividing by pi will make it mu naught I pi r square. And pi r square will be the area of the coil. So I have written as A, the area of the coil. And here I have written the value pi as it is, so 2 pi x cube. Now we can also multiply and divide it by 2 as I have done here. So this will make mu naught by 2 pi as mu naught by 4 pi, and we have done this because we know that mu naught by 4 pi is a constant whose value is 10 to the power minus 7. And so multiplying it and dividing it by 2, we get mu naught by 4 pi 2m by x cube. So 2m by x cube. Now this expression is the expression for the magnetic field due to a current carrying circular coil at a very far off point. Now you just see the analogy between the electric field due to a dipole at any axial point. Now this is a dipole, let us say q and minus q are the charges, and you have to find out what is the electric field at any axial point which is at a distance r. And this we have done in the first chapter, electrostatics, that the electric field at any axial point which is very far off from the dipole, it was given by the expression 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 2p by r cube. Now just compare this expression with the one you have got just now. Here 1 by epsilon naught has been replaced by mu naught, and I told you in the previous videos also that whenever we talk about magnetism, there 1 by epsilon naught which was there in the electrostatics is replaced by mu naught. Then you have dipole moment P here as the electric dipole moment, and here we have the magnetic dipole moment. And this x was the distance from the center of the coil. This r is the distance from the center of the dipole to the point where the electric field is to be measured. So both the expressions are almost same, and so this expression actually tells us that how much electrostatics is related to magnetism. So we can say that when there is a circular current carrying loop, it behaves as a dipole. Okay, it behaves as a dipole because this was the electric field due to the dipole. And because we are getting almost the same expression, we can say that the circular current behaves as a magnetic dipole. And because we know that electric field at any equatorial point, suppose this is the perpendicular bisector, and here is a point where we want to find out the electric field. So the electric field in electrostatics was given by this expression on the equatorial point, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught P by R cube. Now by analogy, we can write down the magnetic field due to this current carrying loop in its plane itself as mu naught by 4 pi, again replacing 1 by epsilon naught by mu naught and P by the electric dipole moment by the magnetic moment, we will get this expression. And experimentally we found that this was absolutely correct. So we can say that a current carrying circular loop behaves like a magnetic dipole when the value of magnetic field is to be calculated at a very far off point from the center of the loop. Thank you.